Larry Kagan's art is deceiving. Made of steel and mounted on the wall, it looks like a messy tangle of curves, an abstract form that shows no discernible structure or organization. Strong directed light transforms it dramatically, causing the steel to cast dark shadows that seem to extend its tangled shape.
I've been working with shadows, with this kind of work for about the last 20 years. The origin was kind of strange and quite accidental, actually. My original intent was to try and make drawings using steel. I fell in love with steel. Somebody taught me how to weld. I kept finding all these really neat pieces of steel that kind of reminded me of interesting textures and lines and art. And I thought, wouldn't it be great to, instead of making drawings on paper, sort of liberate the drawings and just use steel. And so I welded a bunch of steel drawings and hung them on the wall. And lo and behold, I got shadows. So the shadows were not easy to deal with because they kept interfering with how my drawings were being seen.
A shocking change is in store, however, when the light is moved to one designated spot. Instantly, the shadow loses its organic connection to its object, separating itself visually from the steel and transforming from being the logical flat appendage of the object, a kind of second fiddle, into the main focus of attention in the artwork.
It's very much like carving out chunks in a beam of light. So it's like sculpting light. The relationship between the object and the shadow become really important and interesting. And I find that this sort of disconnect between what the steel looks like and what the shadow looks like creates the right kind of tension. The first few shows that I had, people insisted on having the lights turned on and off for them. And in some cases, they would get quite angry because they totally refused to believe that these things are shadows. With photographs, people have accused me of using Photoshop to manipulate the images. It's very unexpected because the way that the piece is composed, it's very difficult to know ahead of time which piece of steel is responsible for which parts of the shadow image.
More selections of Kagan's work can be seen at www.kaganl@rpi.edu. An exhibition of his sculpture will open at Herschel and Adler Modern in New York City this fall.
You would think that it's a pretty simple kind of name, just K-A-G-A-N, but Kagan, Cajun, Kogan, Coogan, name it. I've been called that. But I'm comfortable with Larry Kagan.